dojos are at the center of this controversy. What's up, guys? Let's see. Wrong slide. Let's switch over to it. Dang it. Oh, man. You think after like all these videos that I'll get better at it, but somehow I always click on the wrong slide. But whatever. It is what it is. So what? We are here for episode number 7 called Obstaculos. I don't know, man. Every time I've seen it, I'm like, what the hell does that say? And I haven't even looked up exactly what it means. I know it has a meaning, has purpose or whatever, but I just never looked it up. So I haven't got there yet, guys. It's only been one day. Cut me some slack, man. I can only do so much. I can only put out so much content, do research, you know. All right, I never do research. I'm a liar. I don't ever do research. Not for my channel, for other people's stuff all the time. For mine, I'm like, man, whatever. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. We're just gonna do some quick shout outs, guys, and then we'll get back into it. If this is your first time watching this channel, you are thinking, what the hell is going on? Trust me, it's normal, guys. It is normal. I am here dropping some episode breakdowns, having some fun with you guys, and if you enjoy it, smash that like button, share it out, and put a ton of comments in here, man. Let me tell you something real quick about comments. For the first time ever I've had this channel, I am not able to stay on top of the comments. And let me put something into perspective for you really quick. I know I'm ranting already. I know we're only like 2 minutes in. I'm already on a rant. I spent an hour right now, right before this one, because I was waiting for the other episode to load to YouTube. A full hour responding to comments. And there's like no end in sight. That's when I'm like, holy what is going on? An hour and I could not get through all of the comments. I don't even know how many more are left. A couple hundred probably. So thank you guys. Thank you for all the love. So as usual, check out my social media. They're all in the description. Cobra Kai Fanatics. Oh my God, it is growing. Like, it's crazy. I'm like, holy moly. So it's growing. Get in there, guys. What are you waiting for? Get in there now. That's my own Facebook group, Cobra Kai Fandom. Man, I can't even talk straight. I'm so hyped up right now. Watch Party, my boy Bonsai Kai Dojo, Guest Sensei, Cobra Kai Companion, The Chosen One, and the Cobra Kai Kid, man. These guys are all crushing it. And don't forget, my boy Cobra Kai Studio, crushing it. If you guys want more and more content, go check them out. These are my boys. I talk to them almost every single day, chatting away with them, talking Cobra Kai. Except the last day, because everyone's doing their own thing right now, and I'm like, it's cool, man, it's okay, like, everyone go do your thing. It's that time. It's like the Super Bowl right now, guys, so everybody's busy, everybody's making content. I'm not mad at you, man, definitely not mad at you. So all right, guys, let's jump on into this and check out episode number 7. And I was gonna say slides, wrong word. Let's check it out. Oh man, I am losing my shit today. It's all your guys' fault, man, because you guys are making me put out all these videos, and so I'm kind of losing it. All right, so we start off this episode with Sam. Now, you guys may recognize this. This was actually part of the trailer, and I was like, oh man, Tori's back. Holy crap, Tori's back. We're finally going to see them fight again. There she is, man. That arrogance, that confidence. There's almost a parallel, like, between me wanting, or I just say these characters, not the way you're thinking, but almost, actually maybe parallel is the wrong word. There is a need for Sam to become like Tori, and we're gonna start to see that eventually happening. Like, she needs to be that tough girl. In order to fight an adversary, sometimes you have to fight like your adversary, and at this moment she's afraid. And we realize that sequence was a dream. Yes, a dream. And this is where I love how, like, people drop stuff in those trailers or whatever, and we think about it, and we have all these theories, only to realize it's like a dream, and you're like, dang it, I want to put my money on she's going in to terrorize them. Just wait, because that's gonna happen too. So here we go. We started to see Miguel starting to show signs of improvement. He's standing the road to recovery is still gonna be a tough one for him. And I've been there with the knee surgery. I'm telling you, that went wrong. Oh my God, it took me like 2 months, another month to learn how to walk, and then another month to actually be normal, like be able to do things and like jog or something more strenuous. You know what I mean? If that's even a word. Did I even say that right? I don't know. Anyways, we just missed my favorite part for me blabbing, that he's talking. He has him training with the keg on it, man. I swear I'm gonna do that one day. Oh man, but this is really cool to see him really pushing him on these little obstacle course, man. This is so Rocky-ish to me. And if you haven't watched the Rocky movies, guys, first of all, what the hell is wrong with you? Go watch those movies. It is like, you know, the most amazing movies, because that character goes through hell. He just unsurmountable obstacles in front of him, and yet he finds a way to persevere. It's like the most inspiring type movies. Go check it out. I really feel like all of this stuff, I'm getting so excited, I'm gonna spit right now, is very parallel to this, right? And this, oh my God, I got chills. Sorry guys, my mouth, I'm still drooling. This part gave me goosebumps. You guys recognize that? Do you remember in season 1 where they both walk out and he's putting their glasses on? They just got Johnny's new ride. That's what it reminded me of. Like, okay, they're back. That's so badass, man. It's so badass that it was cool to see that. All right, so we start off this scene. We see Samantha. Almost immediately, I'm like, uh-oh. You ever have your parents tell you, hey, come on, come sit down? Never good news. Never have I ever had my mom, or I almost said my dad. Wait a minute, my dad was never been there. Never had my mom say, hey, sit down, we need to talk. And it was ever a good thing. It was always something really bad. One, either bad that I did and she found out, or bad something happened to someone in our family. So it's like, what? So I knew that something was gonna happen. What I didn't expect was for Sam's response to them saying, hey, we think we need to start training again. We think we need to get you ready. And at this moment, we don't understand why. And that moment's gonna come, so I'm not gonna spoil it, but we kind of know that that level of fear is eroding her inside. That fear is starting to become a factor in how she's perceiving life, how she's perceiving everything, and she's still trying to run from it. And so unfortunately, there's gonna be consequence for that too. And this is kind of cool to see Miguel come back. I wish I could have been there, man. That looked so cool. Everyone's excited, everyone's happy. Bumps into Hawk and the rest of the boys from Cobra Kai, and they're like, wow, man, you're all right. You look normal. You see, like, at that moment, look at that. You see that bond between them. You're like, all right, I think these guys are gonna be okay together. We know they're not. And the reason why is because Dimitri. Dang, Dimitri messing up stuff. No, it's not Dimitri's fault. It's Hawk's fault. And then he sees them. We see Yasmin, and we also see the cast. Well, you can't see it behind my picture right here, or my video, but we see the cast. Miguel has no idea what's been happening. No idea what Cobra Kai has been doing to Gianni and the rest of them. And sometimes you live in a bubble, you know what I mean? Sometimes you live in a bubble. Let me fix this real quick. You live in a bubble, you don't know what's going on, and so he's been disconnected. Now we'll just kind of briefly talk about these scenes. Nothing special. We know that Johnny is now looking for a dojo. He's looking for a place to go. He was looking for something fancy, and then he finds this crap hole, and it's like, how much? $3,000? This scene actually made me laugh, because you think, I looked at this and I'm like, man, who is he talking to? Like the park recreation manager, someone that runs and operates the park. Man, he's talking to some dude that was just like passing by. He's like, can I go back to my family now? It's like, wait a minute, we could do it free here? So I just thought that was classic, man. I think these writers continue to do things that just make you laugh, make you kind of giggle, and make you feel giddy like a little child. At least that's how I feel. So now this scene was actually very iconic for me, as it probably was for you. And we know that something powerful happened with Daniel and Karate Kid 1, training on the boat, And we know that Daniel subconsciously kind of wanted, it was kind of that place, you know, that place where they can talk and almost, you know, talk about the karate. And then we come to find out the truth, where Sam really is just having a hard time, really having a hard time with what's happening. Now, this is probably where there was a lot of turning points for Miguel towards Cobra Kai. And if you want to call it the last nail in the coffin, probably this was it. Even though I know he was already leaning out the door, but something like this was absolutely unacceptable to Miguel and his moral compass. And so it's like, how could you do that to your friend? How could you do that? And, you know, we see a moment, I think I got the slide in here. We see a moment where Hawk has that. There it is. There's Eli, guys. The Eli's still in him somewhere. Like, you could see it. These are all those little blips I'm talking about. They continue to sprinkle it, and you could see. And man, this just, Kyler, man, just pisses me off, man. I'm gonna say it. He pissed me off a lot, man. He pissed me off because of stuff like this, like a level of arrogance. And we talked about it in his character breakdown, character analysis, that he's looking for redemption. He's looking for a lot of stuff. And here you see it all on display with him back to the same nonsense, back to the same garbage, back to intimidating people. It made me so mad. He's reigning king all over again, and nobody's there to stop him now. Nobody's there to put that boy in place. Now here's where the rest of the story kind of unravels for Sam. And Sam's talking about that she's afraid, that she has panic attacks, anxiety. All those things are very synonymous with PTSD, right? And it's pretty clear that she's suffering inside with all that's happened. It's almost overwhelming for her. And unfortunately with Sam, she's lived kind of a sheltered life. She hasn't experienced hardships much, kind of lived in a bubble. And when something traumatic happens to you, if you've never experienced stuff like that, it's just difficult to manage and difficult to sort out the noise and figure out how to get beyond that. And for her, it continues to be a struggle. Here we have Johnny sneak into the school. They're like, how'd you get past security? Bro, I came to this school, man. So it's just really cool to kind of see that he snuck in to talk with Miguel about him finding a place for their dojo. But we really know that there was something bigger that was planned, because he could have waited for him to get out of school. But I do realize that this was the perfect opportunity for Johnny to confront his former dojo students, mainly Hawk and the rest of them. He even tells them, I made you who you are. Not Kreese, me. I made you who you are. You were nothing before. And so I thought it was a powerful scene where we get to see Johnny for the first time confront those students. And here we have the other students that are watching what's happened, but we get to see him actually confront his own students, hoping that there's some logic that he can talk to them and share with them and tell them to do what's best for them. Man, maybe he did get through to Hawk. Maybe he did, even though we didn't see it at the moment. I think he really did, right? We know that some other stuff is coming up, and I'm not going to spoil it for you. We'll talk about that stuff when it comes up on screen. But we know. And this is just a total awesome Johnny. Smacks the books out of his hand. He says, sorry, old habit. Look at that smile on Miguel, like, yep, that's my sensei. Dude, Johnny is freaking awesome. I almost said the F word right now. Sorry, guys. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. Okay. As we progress with Sam, I think this was beautifully done right here. Beautifully done by Daniel to bring her back to somewhere, not to showcase where he was successful, because I think that was the perception of Sam, like, oh yeah, this is where All Valley, oh yeah, this is where you want. I truly believe in what Daniel's about to do, and I have done this with my own children, and especially my oldest. He's 18. Yes, I have an 18-year-old. When you share those moments that you had fear, when you share those moments when you were doubting yourself and doubting like what you want to do or how to overcome an obstacle, It makes you human to your children. When you show fear, when you talk about fear. And I think there's this perception with as a parent where we gotta hide that because we want them to be tough. But what you're teaching them, there's Mike Burnt, man, that's like the most intimidating scene I have ever seen, man. And just watching that, oh my God, that still scares me. But where I was going with this, because it's aligned with Daniel's message, is there's this perception. This scene is just, I love this scene with Miyagi. Focus, you must focus, must not give into fear. It's the same conversation that I've had with my children. To tell them that I am afraid, I have been afraid. Because they grow up with the perception thinking that you know everything, that you're fearless, that you're all those things, all the things that Daniel looks at Mr. Miyagi, that he knew everything. Well, that's how your kids look at you too. And for you to tell them that, no, I was afraid, but I did something about it. That is powerful. That is the secret to success, actually. So for him to put it into perspective like that for Sam is the moment where I think he finally got through to her. That it's okay. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to live with fear. But you gotta do something about it. And only you can do it. Only you can pick yourself off that mat. So I just thought it was an amazing message. Resonated with me. I wanted to cry when I was watching that. I want to cry now. I'm trying to hold back my tears, man, because I've experienced the same in my life, and I've experienced those conversations with my sons and my daughter. And sometimes you really have to share your life journey with them for them to understand that there's something you can do about it. Now, my boy Dimitri, I really, really love this moment, and it's I thought about blurring that out, but I'm like, nah, I don't know. I just thought it was super cool of like to do that, Yasmin, to do that for him. He was feeling down. He's feeling picked on again, even though he knows karate. He's feeling bullied again. And to have this person who he clearly likes her, to kind of do that for him, I think is such a kind gesture. It almost even put her into a different light for me. Because I still see flashes of the old Yaz, but I think she won me over in this situation because for the first time we see her act like a true friend. In season 1, she wasn't. She was self-absorbed, cared only about herself. But we see like the humanity side of her when she shares, I know what it's like to be picked on. So I thought that was pretty damn cool, man. This is where the writers just take these characters and you're like, whoa. Oh man. And so this was a really cool scene where Sam is doing training, kind of getting her back into that mindset of karate that she had told Daniel out in that boat that she's done with karate. And sometimes you got to do that. You got to just take that first step, get back into motion, and then it gets you back into the swing of things in life, guys. Not just karate or Cobra Kai. I'm talking about in life. And if you guys haven't figured out, the reason why I love this show is there's so many things symbolic about life and life events and choices that you make, all wrapped up in this badass show. That's why I love it. That's why I'm fascinated with it. And so we see her finally get back on the horse and start to train. And why not do it with some badass bow sticks while you're at it? So I thought this was really, really cool. I do know that there's some foreshadowing with that, as you guys probably do already, but I thought it was really cool to see her get back in it. So I try not to laugh about the dojo's name, man, but I'm gonna let that one kind of come through. So here they are training in their new dojo, also known as the Park, or the Park. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. So I thought it was really funny, man. They're all out there. Half the people in this group are new. We don't even know who they are, man. It's so funny, but they want to learn and become part of Eagle Fan Karate. Oh my God. Was I the only one that was like, that's like the worst name ever? And I love it. Oh my God. Look at Miguel's face. He's like, I'm wearing that fucking t-shirt. Oh my God. I told my wife when she saw this that there was a Netflix review that I did, and I realized that I put on my son's shirt because I made one for him and it was really small. And I shot the video with it because I didn't have time, and it felt like that. It was like hugging me. Oh my God, it was like horrible, man. Thank God that video is gone now. I took it off my channel, but man, that's exactly how I felt wearing my son's shirt. It was just way, way too small. Anyways, Kreese and the gang shows up to once again intimidate Johnny. Ask Johnny to come back. This is your last chance. Come on back. And we know that that's not going to happen. So Kreese does not give up, man. There's no quit in Kreese. You got to give him props for that, man. He just does not give up because he really loves Johnny. He really loves him. But he tells him, this is your last chance, right? Kreese has to always end with some type of ultimatum, and this was Johnny's last. Johnny, what are you going to do, Johnny? What are you going to do? I wish I knew what you were about to do. Oh wait, yes I do already. Just kidding. All right, guys, that's the end of season 7. Let me get back to this one. Tell me what you guys thought about this episode. I really thought that it's just a lot going on, a lot of stuff that's starting to come into clearer perspective and understanding. The war is about to come. Something bad is about to come. But also, some of the characters are finding themselves, like Sam. It's kind of cool to learn a little bit about Kreese's background. These things will all factor into these last couple of episodes, so I'm really just... This one was a lot, man. This one was a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, share it out. Blow it up with comments because I'm probably not gonna be able to read them all today. I'm gonna try, but blow up the comments. Let me know what your favorite part of this episode is. And stay tuned, guys. We only have a few more. I promise you I'm gonna finish today. I don't give a damn if it's at like 11:59 p.m. tonight. I'm gonna put out the rest of these damn videos, and I'm almost there. Almost there. Only 2 more to do, guys. Almost there. All right, guys. Stay tuned. Until next time, we'll talk to you soon. I'm out of here.